I have never had a chocolate like this. And I recently wrote a story about two guys growing cacao trees to make chocolate just east of where I live in Los Angeles. Most chocolate makers don't grow their own cacao or ferment the fruit. Fermentation is arguably the most important step to making chocolate. That's where you will develop much more complex flavors, just like you will with wine or with cheese, with soy sauce. Before you even get to the point of having something that is even remotely close to chocolate, you have something that smells more like feet. The two guys who are growing this cacao in LA, Seamus Blackley and Astra Safami, are big into fermentation. And fermentation isn't easy at all. It's for chocolate, it's something that takes 5 to 7 days. You start with this white fleshy goo that is enveloping the cacao beans, and yeast and bacteria in that goo gobble up all the sugar and nutrients and everything and break that down. They'll break down proteins, and what you end up with is you end up with alcohol, you end up with acids, you end up with all sorts of fragrant aromatics that set the stage for the chocolate to come. It took a few years for them to actually go from a clipping of a green cacao tree to making their first bar of chocolate. But they did it. And after a few bars, they were really blown away. They brought a sample to the famous chef Jose Andres, who called it the best chocolate that he's ever eaten. And that's what this is. Chocolate grown in Los Angeles. If you want to read a little bit more about the science of why this chocolate is special, then head over to sequencermag.com. Thanks.